Welcome to 1 Minute Wins with Dr. Dana Martin, the podcast where intentional growth meets practical leadership. One quote, one lesson, one action to help you lead yourself and others better. Let's jump in. Welcome back to 1 Minute Wins. I am Dr. Dana Martin, and today's topic is one of my favorite leadership differentiators, initiative. Welcome to episode 35, y'all. 35. This is awesome. Victor Hugo said, initiative is doing the right thing without being told. That's a powerful truth, especially in a world full of people waiting for direction or permission or even motivation before they take a single action. Initiative isn't about being asked or told or directed. It's about being aware and acting anyway. We all know leadership isn't a title. It's a mindset. And one trait that separates leaders from followers is the willingness to act without being prompted. Initiative says, I see what needs to be done, and I'm going to do it. That mentally transforms teams, families, relationships, and entire organizations. Because people trust and follow those who step up early, consistently, and intentionally. Several years ago, it's been a little while, I worked with a team where one individual, let's just call him, Marcus. Marcus stood out, not because he was the most talented, but because he acted without being asked. If a process was broken, he worked to fix it. If a customer needed something, he anticipated that. If a team member struggled, he didn't hesitate, he just stepped right in. One day, leadership realized that half the improvements they were celebrating came from Marcus's initiative. It wasn't from anything they were directing or any meetings they had or strategy sessions. And he wasn't told to lead. He wasn't given a title. He just led. He chose to lead. That choice earned him responsibility, trust, and eventually he did get that promotion. Initiative always attracts opportunity. Harvard Business Review study showed that employees who consistently demonstrate initiative are 45% more likely to be promoted within a 2-year period. Oh my goodness, 40, like your chances increase by, are you kidding me? Why? Because initiative signals these 3 things. Write this down if you're a leader or you're trying to lead better. Initiative signals 3 things: ownership, confidence, and leadership potential. Organizations reward people who solve problems rather than simply notice them. I always told my teams that I led. Don't come to me with just a problem. Come to me with a problem and a potential solution, not just because I don't want to work, but because I want to see what you can do. I'm giving you the opportunity to find something in my processes or flows that is broken that I didn't see. Come to me and tell me it's broke and how you'll fix it. And that sort of talent gets attention. And that initiative earns advancement. John Maxwell often says, the greatest mistake we make is living in constant fear that we will make one. The greatest mistake we make is living in constant fear that we will make one. And that fear is one of the biggest killers of initiative. People hesitate to act because they're afraid of doing the wrong thing. But leaders understand that progress comes from movement, not perfection. Initiative requires courage, and courage requires action. I'll be honest, early in my leadership journey, like 2 months ago, early in my leadership journey, I hesitated more than I should have. I was waiting for approval, I was waiting for clarity, I was waiting for the right moment. One day, a senior leader pulled me aside, and she said, Dana, we didn't hire you to wait. We hired you to lead. Whoa. So that moment shifted everything for me because I realized My hesitation, that was a decision. And that hesitation decision was usually the wrong one. And from that point forward, if something needed to be done and it aligned with our values, caveat, then I moved. And that changed my mindset, that changed my sphere of influence, and wow, did that open some doors. So how do we get there? 4 steps. Simple ways to demonstrate leadership initiative today. 1, anticipate the need before they're voiced. Look ahead. What will your team or boss or family, what do they need tomorrow? Whatever that is, do that today. Number 2, fix small problems immediately. Don't say someone should handle that. You are that someone. Offer solutions, not just observations. Leaders don't point out the gaps, they close them. And number 4, step into responsibility without it being assigned. You don't need permission to act with integrity. Consistent initiative builds trust faster than any meeting, memo, or mission statement. So what are those 4 ways? 1, anticipate the needs before they're voiced. Number 2, fix small problems immediately. Number 3, offer solutions, not just observations. And number 4, step into responsibility without it being assigned. So where can you show initiative today? Is it at work? Maybe seeing something broken and fix it? Is it at home? Taking on a task before being asked to do so? Is it internally? Starting a habit that you've been postponing? Influence starts with action. So act before someone asks you to. Do the right thing, not because you're told to, but because it aligns with the leader you're becoming. Yet another way to be the example. And great leaders, they don't wait for directions. They create the path. Initiative is the spark that ignites momentum. The momentum you step forward, others are going to follow. Your willingness to act today might be the exact signal someone around you needs to raise their own standard. And that's the power of leadership by initiative. Thank you for joining me for episode 35 of 1 Minute Wins with me, Dr. Dana Martin. For more leadership tools and development insights, visit dmilm.com, or it's Christmas time when I'm recording this, so go to Amazon, grab 1 Minute Wins, take control of your growth journey 1 minute at a time. It is on Amazon. But always remember, be the example.